This episode of MMA Nuts is brought to you by HostGator. Save 30% off hosting with code MMA. TheWatchery.com. Save $100 off 1,000 plus with code MMAY100. Defense Soap. Get 15% off your order with code MMA Nuts. Woo! Hey fans, it's MMA Nuts, episode 247.
247.
My name is Ingo Weigel.
Matt Groh with the MMA Show. By MMA fans, for MMA fans, we walk the line between serious and ridiculous. It's happening.
Not much, man. Enjoying the summer. It's kind of like getting warmer. It's good. I like it.
Yes.
Spend more time outdoors.
It's warm. It's cold. It's rainy.
Yeah.
It's not.
Next week's supposed to be hot as fuck. We're getting into the 90s supposedly.
It's great. I'm gonna stay right in my basement. Fucking.
You don't want to go outside?
I might. I did set up the hammock this weekend. I've been laying in it.
Nice.
Casually.
Awesome. Do we talk about the weather a lot when we start the show?
Well, what else are you talking about? It's either that or I took the biggest shit I ever took in my life.
Why was that, Matt?
No reason. I ate a lot of food one night.
Why was that, Matt?
No reason. I may have even had to grab a Kleenex and help rip it out of my ass.
That's gross.
Because it hurt so bad.
You got like rubber gloves in the toilet. All right.
Like, this is not working. I need help. There's no one else. I'm home alone.
We're such children. They're like, okay, weather's too boring. Let's talk about shit.
Yeah. I should have weighed myself before I took that dump. I swear to God, it had to be 10 pounds.
They say urine weighs a lot more. Poop doesn't weigh anything.
I don't know. That was a solid 10-pounder.
Oh, you got handlebars in your bathroom. You're just like, hang on.
It hurts so bad.
Yeah, it does.
Anyway. Less shit, more fight. What?
Okay, then.
Let's just get right into
Yeah, why not?
UFC Fight Night recap.
Please. What were your thoughts on this amazing, spectacular card?
A lot of finishes. Why is that? We had 10 out of 12 fights get finished.
Smaller cage, perhaps? There was a statistic I'm trying to bring up right now. So the full-size octagon has a 48% finish rate. Average fight lasts 651 seconds. Is that right? Yeah. So 10 minutes. Almost 11. And the finish rate in the smaller cage is 60%, and the average fight lasts 592 seconds, so 9.9. A whole minute less is the average fight. And the average fight in the smaller cage usually is lower weight classes too, so you can't really say that it's the average weight, according to the Fightnomics, for the bigger cage is 167.8 pounds, and the average weight is 161.9 pounds for the smaller cage. So really, everybody's finishing in the smaller cage, not just the big guys.
That's right. And it's 100% finish rate for the heavyweights in the smaller cage. So
yes.
Why don't we fight every fight in a smaller cage?
I don't know.
Let's do this.
Marketing money, dollar bills, y'all. Need more
You
space.
can't get enough advertisers in there?
Probably not.
It's fucking UFC.
Yes.
We can't jeopardize a sponsor.
No.
We need all the money
cage.
we can get.
It's got to be a spectacle. Pretty soon the cage is going to be the size of a football field.
Might as well be.
We have 3 fights going on simultaneously.
Sure.
It's a 24-fight card.
That's fine.
It's happening all at once.
You won't know any of the fighters, but they're fucking fighting.
Yes, they are. But what an event. You know, I found it weird because I TiVo'd this, and I'm like, wow, there's a lot of commercials, and there's not a lot of fighting. And I go, wow, okay, that fight's over. And then like more commercials. Okay, broadcast. Oh, here's the fight. Oh, it's over. Next. I think total fight time I watched was in the 20-minute range. Something like that.
I think it was in like 22 or something like that for the main event.
That's crazy.
Everything's getting
For
finished.
5 fights? Oh, my God. Yeah.
And then we can talk a little bit about the Poirier fight. I'll just say, wow, was he accurate? He moves back up to 155 and
looking good. Looking thick, solid, and tight.
Yes. Reigning supreme.
Yes, he was. You like Carlos Condit, his opponent.
He did.
Like a surgeon.
It was brutal. And then you have the Ben Rothwell, Matt Mitrione fight.
Mm-hmm.
And Rothwell, it was like he kept trying to throw standing elbows at Mitrione. Mitrione's trying to use his speed. I don't like Mitrione's defense when he's striking because he's trying to rely on speed all the time. Hands really low.
He just bounces around.
He does. He's bouncy. He didn't want a hand touch, right?
Nope. Well, because he doesn't want to stand still, supposedly.
Yeah. It worked out well. And then he shoots for the takedown and leaves his neck just sitting there. Please choke me.
From across the cage, he was like, I am coming for you.
Like, what are you doing?
It's crazy.
He locks that weird fucking choke up, some sort of what?
I don't know. Wait,
Not quite
the
a
official
guillotine.
is front choke. I believe from what I saw, and I can ask him, Perito, I think there's a lot of pressure on the Adam's apple from the fists on that sucker. And he tapped because of pain and
He's
potential.
like, I'm out. Double tap, double
Yeah,
tap.
it's very painful.
No part of that.
No,
Seemed like a quick tap.
it was quick.
And then what was with Rothwell, his interview afterwards?
He's going crazy on us. He's like going full WWE or something, or I don't know what.
He's trying, and it's just not quite working.
It was interesting. I don't know what the fuck he meant by half of what he said.
I don't know.
And he kept going with it in the post-fight too. Just weirdness.
It was very awkward, and even after the fight, you had Glazier, Florian, and who's the other one? Dominic Cruz, all just basically going, what the fuck did we just watch there?
What did you
That
say?
was awkward. A little weird.
You got an opener for me?
Yeah.
Please?
Well, they said at least he's trying. You know, that's more than a lot of guys.
Thank you.
You know,
Yeah, I mean, for sure.
he's trying. It's not working, but I give him
You need this?
a B+ for effort.
Got to grab more beer for yourself.
That's all right. I'm good.
You want some of this before I drink it?
No, I'm good. I think one's good for me today. So I don't really know what's next for these guys. Rothwell wants to rematch Arlovsky. Ain't gonna happen though. I think Arlovsky's gonna get the title shot.
You think so?
Yeah.
He's gonna get winner of.
Yeah, he should.
You would think. That would
'Cause
make
he's four.
for good TV, good UFC-ness.
Yes. Former champion, ready to reclaim his gold.
Yes. I'd like to see him go up against Werdum. I think that would be interesting.
For the second time.
Velasquez could be a lot of trouble for him. That's too much cardio.
A little bit.
That's a lot of
A
cardio.
little bit.
Yeah. So.
And then we go to the main event, Henderson versus Boestch.
Yes! I'm so excited. It was awesome.
The old man still got it in him,
Yeah.
44 years young.
Yeah, I felt like Boestch like kind of clipped him a little bit early, and then Henderson got him good. And then Boestch was like, whoa, and then those uppercuts, man, just like.
Well, he countered him nice too, because he just hopped back and then boom,
Yep.
hit him as he came in, and then he just changed his name to Dan. Spam the fucking right hand.
It's like
Henderson.
Fedor, remember
Jesus
that shit?
Christ.
Just-
Yeah, where he got him under from behind.
That right hand is vicious. I think he I bet you his strength ratio on the right to left hand might be double strong. Like, you know, some guys are slightly stronger on one side.
Yeah.
I think Dan's right hand is like 3, 4, maybe 5 times stronger.
It's beyond retard
He
strength.
probably can't even beat off with that hand.
He might break his
He has to do it with the left hand. It's not
Crush. Oh,
no.
no. Oh, you think he damaged his hand too? He said he hurt
In the
his
fight?
hand. Yeah.
Before?
No, like when he was punching him at the end, because he
Oh.
just kept going berserk with the right
Yeah.
hand. He may have broken it, but we'll see.
That's not good. Well, I saw him before the fight started, he was adjusting his glove, and I thought maybe his hand was hurt, but then he came out and went bananas.
Maybe it's not human. His
He's-
hand.
It could be.
Give me a cadaver hand.
A fake hand. They're gonna find out he has like titanium in there. Or
Yeah.
something. You know.
Got that Wolverine hand or
Yeah.
some shit. Good for him. It's
Yep.
good to see him make a comeback when all these people were saying, oh, it might be time for him to retire. And there's another guy. I don't know what to do next with him because, you know, he's going to fight at middleweight, which is fine. And the one fight that might make sense could be a rematch with Michael Bisping.
I don't think he wants that.
He doesn't
though.
want that.
Nobody wants that fight. No.
What? If he could do the same thing, which
He can't.
I don't know if he could, but
I think that you can't. I think you don't fuck with it's like some of these remakes we see coming out on movies now. They're remaking all these classic films that they shouldn't be remaking.
like Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory.
Yeah, I didn't like the second one.
No, they
It was
ruined
too weird. It was weird. But like they have all these new ones now. All these action movies are coming. Like Top Gun, they're remaking this. You can't remake Top
That
Gun.
is blasphemy.
It's like perfection.
That's
You-
right.
You can't do that. So I think with the Bisping thing, similar story. Come on. What else do you have left to say? You almost killed a guy.
Well, maybe this time he comes out with a baseball bat and fucking clips him.
Yeah.
Come on, Spitzbing.
Yeah. That might ruin Michael if he gets knocked out again.
Again.
That would be the end
Well,
of his
he
career.
beat me. He was on TRT, and that's why he beat me.
Yeah.
Oh, now he just beat me because he's more skilled.
Oh man. Yeah, I don't know what to do with him either. It's a weird
Yeah.
place for Dan. I'd say he goes up to 205 and gets a fight up there. Why not?
Just make fun fights for him.
Bring back Rich Franklin!
I don't know about that.
192 pounders.
Yeah.
Isn't Rich like
Yeah,
40,
let's do the
42
catch
or something
weights.
like that?
I thought they
44?
did that one. Was that a catch weight? Probably. Well, Rich was always Mr. Catch Weight. It was
Did he
whatever.
fight Dan Henderson?
Yes.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yes.
I can't remember that fight. Who won?
Henderson.
Okay.
I'll just look off into the sunset.
Gazing off.
Yes.
I say Rich Franklin and butterflies fly across
They
the
do.
screen. That's like, ooh, just like cue like love music.
Yeah, it's almost like you said Chris Cyborg.
Yeah, exactly. What?
It's all good. Moving right along. Let's get some news. What are they brought to you by this week?
We're brought to you
We're
by
moving and shaking.
DiamondMMA.com.
Ooh! Protect my balls, my
Protect your
nuts.
balls. Use code MMANUTS and save $10 off. You know, they got some sweet cups and shit.
We're waiting.
Actually, speaking of Diamond, there's
Yes.
Dustin Poirier has a nice video out of him like getting kicked in the balls or kicking someone in the balls. No, he's kicking someone in the balls.
Oh, yeah?
They're sending us this gear, and I'm kind of nervous. I don't believe it works as well as it does.
You're going to test it out, right? You're
I
going
don't
to let
know.
me tee off on
I'm
you,
scared.
right?
No.
Come on camera.
No.
This is what we must do for our
No.
sponsors.
Oh, Jesus Christ, no.
I'll let you kick me.
I don't
and
want
then
to.
I'm going to kick you
I don't want
really
to.
fucking hard, though.
No.
I'm going to start training my kick to the groin.
It'll be like, just whack, whack.
Okay. It'll all work out.
I thought about going to the gym and telling guys to kick me in the balls one by one to see if that. I mean, if that cup really works, wouldn't it not hurt?
Yeah, but let's go to like a let's go to like Rufus Sport or
No,
somewhere.
are you crazy?
Let's go to like some high level
nuts.
kickboxing.
Christ, man.
It'll all work out. Save $10.
You always say that. So yeah, save $10. Codes MMA now. It's Diamond MMA. Go there.
What should we talk about, Ango? It seems like I can't get away from this topic, so I might as well just go into it.
I know what you're gonna say.
UFC unveils their, I don't even know what this program was, drug testing.
Mm-hmm.
I think they have some UFC lab or something coming too.
Oh really? Okay. Official lab for testing only.
No, I mean like a training facility and a rehab facility. They're working on that. That's part of all this deal.
Oh, for the fighters.
Yeah. It is.
Okay.
So like if you get injured, you can rehab with them now. I believe they're
That's
building
nice.
something
For free.
Yes.
Wow, look
Get
at that. What a nice company.
They are. So now we're gonna drug test you, and here's the way it's gonna do. That's right. The way it's gonna do. PEDs.
I like it. I'm with you.
So they're gonna be tested in and out of competition year round.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome. First offense, 2 years. This is just for the PEDs. First offense, 2 years with the possibility of 4 years for aggravating circumstances.
What would be that?
don't
What
know.
would determine that?
I don't know. Second offense, double the sanction for the first offense. Third offense, double the sanction for the second offense. So you have the possibility to be at 16 years for your third offense.
Well, at that point, I mean,
It's well, one offense, you're fucked. I mean, two to 4 years, so it's kind of their discretion. They said they're going to do a minimum of 2,750 tests per year across the entire roster, which will be administered without advance notice. And testing can include EPO, HGH, blood, urine, and that CIR test. And it's all being done by USADA. And the fighters are going to have to let USADA know where they're at all times. So it's like, hello, big brother.
via like cell phone app.
Yeah.
Is there
Well, I
gonna be
think that's what they
There's
wanted.
like one guy who has his phone and he has like 92,000 people on it, and you can see like on the fucking
Well, it's
what
going
is
to be
that
like
called?
the goddamn X-Men when Professor Xavier goes into that
Zooms
fucking
in.
thing. I know where all the fucking mutants are.
What is that called? It's for the
Cerebro.
for the iPhone. Yeah, yeah. No, I was talking about for the iPhone, not the fake
They're
one.
going to name it
The real
Cerebro.
Cerebro. Yeah. God, that's crazy. So
UFC,
basically, if you're fighting in the UFC, you could
Yes.
be at you could be at dinner. You could be in the middle of banging your girlfriend, and it's like, oh shit, here they knock, knock, knock.
Mm-hmm.
Time for testing. What if your testosterone is artificially high due to like that?
Well, I think there's some loopholes in there about you can miss a test or a couple tests, and
How do you miss a test?
penalties will not be as severe. Just not take it.
But isn't the person coming to your house?
Yeah.
So you refuse the test?
Yeah. I'll have to look on that for a later date, but I think there's some sort of weird loophole in there.
Okay.
And they also have a whistleblower/snitch hotline, which will be made available to fighters, so you can rat out your friends.
Perfect.
Say we've been sharing needles.
Not Big Brother at all.
Oh.
Rat out your friends.
This is going to be so awesome. We're going to have a clean sport.
Yes. Clean is good.
The more I've been reading, like I sent you that article about the microdosing and EPO. Well, I'll link it in the show notes. That it's possible to beat these tests. Even Victor Conte was saying that you could microdose EPO, you can microdose testosterone, and I think what's going to happen now is the top of the food chain fighters are going to continue to use performance-enhancing drugs of some sort, but they're going to be smarter about it, and you basically need to have a blood doctor on your own. And if you're going to, the weird thing is you're subjecting yourself to a minimum of 5, it's like a little over 5 tests per fighter. That's not even including what these other athletic commissions are going to do, which is a little weird. So it's like the UFC is doing one thing, the athletic commissions are doing another thing, and there's no pushback. It's just another, here's the way it's going to go. And Dana White even made that comment saying, because I think Jose Aldo was complaining about the Reebok deal and this fucking drug testing, and Dana was saying that we would have never got this done if there was a union.
Well, no shit. It's like totally.
Like, oh my God.
You might as well remove all the rights that if anybody has to anything. I mean, that isn't going to fucking. It's crazy. I don't know what's going to happen. I really don't know if the product will get better or worse or stay the same, or if the top of the food chain will remain the same and everyone else will fall off. Or I think what will happen for sure is in the first 6 months, some big name guy is going to get popped.
Yep.
It's going to happen.
Anderson Silva.
That already happened, man.
Well, does he play under the new or the old rules?
Well, the thing is nothing's been said. Like, him and Diaz have been, like, dead silence. There's been nothing.
Isn't that weird? Like, everything keeps getting pushed.
Yeah. Which there was a guy on that card last night that looked a lot like Nick Diaz.
I didn't see.
You didn't see? Anyways, I forgot his name. He was
Not Nick Diaz?
He was on the main card. Yeah, I don't know. Never mind. I have brain damage. What else you got?
Well, I guess USADA, there are also some issues with them because I guess Andre Galval was saying something. There was who was this? Felipe Pena had tested positive for testosterone.
He did. Like a year ago.
Yeah, after failing a test administered on June 1st, 2014. But then they announced that he had a year-long suspension, and it's ending in 4 days.
By the way, he's been suspended.
So maybe this USADA, it may be the best thing ever. We're going to hold drug test results, and maybe it's all a big conspiracy, and I'm on the wrong side of the fence. Maybe it's all smoke and mirrors, and we say we're going to do the right thing, but then we're not. And it's out of the UFC's hands because it's a third-party administrator.
They're handing it off?
Yes. So maybe it's just show, and nothing will happen.
Could be.
That's what I'm buying.
Okay.
Or, can I go with the conspiracy theory?
Please.
It seems like the UFC is trying to destroy the UFC.
Why would they do that?
So they could sell it and then start another?
That's a good point.
Which would be very difficult. Although they do own Pride. They could revive Pride.
Yeah, I don't know. It's a tough one.
And they said Pride, the ring is the same size or similar to the smaller cage, by the way.
Oh, really? Okay. Except square. With ropes instead of chains. And a lot more Asians.
Right.
I don't know.
Vanderlei Silva! Like, what? Okay. What else is going on? And I blew everybody's speakers out.
Oh, my God. All I really have is the news about Buffer talking about his crazy sex life.
Shocking.
Which happens to be corroborated by several fighters saying that, yes, the man is crazy. He's an international 007 playboy. And, of course, as we all know, he's definitely full of himself. So,
I read his book. I couldn't make it all the way through.
I can't believe. I listened to one of his podcasts, and I was like, really? This guy has listeners? I mean, it's all, like, I'm so cool and I'm the baddest and I fuck all the girls and I drink all the booze and I'm such a playboy, and there's more. So there's just more of it.
Sounds very shallow.
But
you
I
ever
get it.
see the movie Shallow Hal?
Yes, I have seen it.
I'm just saying.
I don't know. He sounds very vain.
A little bit.
Slightly. But
A little bit.
it'd be cool to hang out with him. Like, like if you're a single dude and you meet Bruce Buffer, it's kind of like you appreciate it because you would definitely get some shrapnel coming your way, right? There's got to be like some fragments of whatever he's deflecting coming your way, So
you'd be like the
wingman.
Well, I'm thinking back to like a rock band, like a big rock band, how they have like a crew that's recruiting the ladies and say, "Oh, you're gonna see Poison. You wanna see Bret Michaels? You're gonna have to,
There you go.
Get a little sucky, and you may or may not.
Yes.
So I'm guessing that would be the same scenario.
Probably. Yeah. So good for him. Cheers to you, sir.
Yes. Good for you.
That's all the news I have for myself today. It's kind of a quiet week.
Well, there's some big fight announcements. What do you think about this one? Chris Weidman versus Luke Rockhold, not Jacare.
I think it's blasphemy, sir.
Oh,
fuck
why
that shit. Should have been Jacare.
No way. Should have been Luke Rockhold.
Well, that's what we're getting.
Yep.
So we have no choice.
Luke was more devastating.
Yeah. It should be a good one. When is that? Did they say the date?
They might have, but I wasn't paying attention.
December
as far as
2015.
Well, I think they want to do that one in New York, but we still don't know. I think we'll find out possibly this week if they're going to approve MMA in New York.
That'd be December. Probably a December card.
Sounds retarded, but
well, there's all that. Was that the Culinary Union or something?
Yeah, but whoever the guy was that was preventing it from being heard by the rest of the House got indicted.
Oh, I thought he killed himself.
No. He might kill himself anyway. But, yeah, he was doing dirty shit like most politicians.
No.
Anyway.
They're all totally not dirty.
No.
Yes.
What else? Daniel Cormier versus Alexander Gustafsson.
I don't like this
Not
one.
Bader.
I'm not a fan.
Why?
I don't know. Fuck it.
But I said if there's a world where Bader is in the top 10, it's a world I want to live in.
Well, they should have just done the Bader thing. It would have been more fun.
I don't know. I think this is the right fight. Gustafsson got gypped out of the title in the first place.
Mm-hmm.
So this is kind of a makeup, and I know people are freaking out because, Bader's won 4 in a row, and fucking Gustafsson just got KO'd by the guy that just lost fighting for the title.
Mm-hmm.
Who cares? He's the number 1. Right?
I suppose.
Or 2. Whatever. It's a more interesting fight. I'd rather see Gustafsson fight Cormier than Bader fight Cormier.
Yeah, maybe. It should be a better fight. The light heavyweight division seems tainted for me. I don't even know if I can watch the fights anymore at light heavyweight.
Because you don't have John Narudigas.
Yes.
How do you?
I'm confused. I don't know what to do.
What do you do? I vote for everybody else.
I don't root for anyone. I love to hate John Jones. Come back, sir.
He should. What if he comes? When is he coming back? It's been very quiet on the John Jones front.
Hopefully he's in rehab and doing that thing and fixing his shit and
Hopefully he's settling out of court so that lady does not press charges.
Mm-hmm.
Moving right along.
Are we getting out of the news?
UFC 188 preview in Espanol.
Again! Sábado,
What's it
13
say?
de junio. Hey, that's actually Saturday.
There can be only one.
I speak Spanish.
I know.
I'm close. I don't speak Spanish. But, all right, lucky guess. Both starts with an S.
Sí, señora. Corona. La cerveza más fina de México. Oh, wait. La cerveza más fina de México.
Thank
Corona.
you. That's perfect. I love it.
Dos X.
What was I going to say about this? So this is UFC 188, right? This is happening in Mexico, June 13th. Mexico City, Mexico. No, that's the largest city in the world, isn't it?
It's the highest city.
Like,
oh yeah.
Okay,
No,
nice.
The altitude is very high there.
Okay.
I believe it was higher than Colorado.
Wow.
We talked about last time they fought there.
Wait. I didn't know this part. So is this going to affect, like,
Yes.
this is a serious problem.
Yes, if you haven't been there acclimating.
I think Werdum has been, though.
Because that's what Mark Hunt, didn't he fight there?
Maybe.
And not acclimate?
Could be. It's all about the acclimation, Matt. You gotta get one of those.
You're better off just to show up and fight it out.
The tents.
But it's fucked up because you've gone to Colorado, haven't you?
Yes.
I was in the best shape of my life. I walk up a flight of steps, I'm out of breath.
Are you? It did not affect me at all, and I was not in good shape. It did not affect. It was weirdly unaffecting me. I'm not sure. I don't recall being affected. But people I went with were for sure. Some people got really sick like the first couple days from all we went snowboarding, like all the exercise and stuff. I don't know. It's weird.
Even the car that we were driving had a hard time. It's topping out at whatever, fucking 70 miles an hour now. What the fuck? Yeah.
Did you watch that High Profits on CNN, by the way?
I haven't seen that yet.
It's good stuff. You guys should check that out. High Profits. It's all about Breckenridge and the legal marijuana trade there and stuff. It's good stuff. So, let's talk about fights.
All right.
So
we got Eddie Alvarez versus Gilbert Melendez.
El Nino! What do you think's going to happen in this sucker?
Well, you have a former Bellator champion versus a former Strikeforce champion. Both of them have been very unsuccessful in the UFC.
Yes.
Eddie Alvarez 0-1. Gilbert Melendez 1-2.
Yes.
I'm looking at a fight where hopefully the wrestling is going to negate each other. We're going to have a stand and bang war.
Stand and bang.
I look at Alvarez's last fight. He fought Cerrone, and that didn't work out so well. The body kicks and especially the leg kicks from Cerrone, that was the one where he could have just kept delivering the leg kicks and he probably would have won the fight, but the last minute he went for a takedown and just kind of pounded him out at the end. And then you look at Melendez's last fight was against PEDs, where he was winning the first round and then gets clipped, gets choked, and gets finished. I believe that was the first time he ever got finished.
It was.
So both guys coming off of losses. I'm leaning towards Alvarez. I'm still trying to play this one out in my head, but I'm wondering how much, if you're Hispanic, you feel that Mexican crowd behind you, they're gonna go fucking ape shit. That's hard.
With a name
man.
like El Nino?
Yeah,
oh, come on.
It's hard to pick against him, but I'm gonna do it just to spite myself and say Eddie Alvarez. But I think it's a decision. It's gonna be a hard fought fight.
I agree with you there.
Fight.
I think it's going to be bloody. I think they're going to knock each other down a bunch of times. Both guys are tough. I agree the wrestling will be negated. I'm sure both guys will get takedowns at some point, but that being both good wrestlers, they'll pop right back up, and it's going to be a slugfest. I'm predicting like a fucking Clay Guida. Remember Clay Guida? What is the crazy? Yes. What is
Diego Sanchez?
Remember that fight?
The
that
first round was fucking.
I think we're getting 3 rounds of this.
I hope so.
They're both got really good cardio, and it's in Mexico City.
Well,
I mean, it's gonna.
That happened with the Melendez and Sanchez.
Yeah.
When they fought. That was just a fucking.
They're gonna go crazy, and it's gonna be good. And I think the judges are gonna go, I don't know, give it to the Mexican.
yeah.
Like
in the UK, give it to Michael Bisping.
Whatever.
Not Matt Hamill.
Yeah, it'll be good. It'll be close. It'll be controversial, but I think this could be, if both guys come in shape, I think this could be fight of the year.
Could be.
Yeah. So I like Melendez in this one. Decision.
Magic 8 Ball. Don't count on it, Eddie Alvarez. Melendez for the Magic 8 Ball.
The 8 Ball. Survey says, cerveza.
Moving right along. Cain Velasquez versus Fabricio Werdum.
Yes.
Who do you like here?
Well, Cain hasn't fought, I'm just looking, since 2013.
Forever?
Which is like
forever ago?
Like a light year from 2 years ago. Jesus.
His knee is probably in perfect shape. I'm sure he's doing leg extensions that I will post. That's a great way to, when you've blown out your knee, you should go max weight, max speed, max reps, isolate the knee and go.
Yes. This plays right into what I'm about to say.
Go.
Actually. Okay, so I'm predicting a upset victory here for Fabricio Werdum via knee bar. That's what I'm
Go right for the knee.
Yes. I think the man Werdum will get knocked down. He will get taken down. I think Cain will not want to play too much ground game, but he may resort to that because Verdum's striking's gotten better, and Verdum's going to probably tag him a few times.
Yes.
But I think Werdum will roll for a knee bar and finish that motherfucker late first round. I think this will be over quickly. I think Cain comes in too jacked up, too rusty, 2 years off, hometown crowd, all this stuff. Just, I think it's too much for one man to handle.
I don't know. He's a heavyweight.
You think so?
Yes.
He's gonna wrap the thing around like the Brown Pride.
I hope so. Brown Pride, motherfucker.
Does he have to change his tattoo to like Spanish version?
No.
What's brown in Spanish?
Oh,
you know?
yeah. Well, negro is black.
Yes.
Azul is blue.
Azul. Yes. Like from.
Rojo is red.
Red.
Verde is green.
Yeah.
Amarillo is yellow. I don't know
Don't know.
brown. That's unfortunate.
Too bad. Thought maybe you'd know.
Yeah, I should, but whatever.
What say you, sir?
Well, the history is going to be on Werdum's side since no heavyweight has defended the title more than 2 times, and Cain was sitting at 2. Plus, we're in this weird area where Werdum has the interim title, Cain still has the real title. So is this a defense then? Should still be a defense, right?
Yes. They're unifying the belts.
Right.
There are multiple belts. The interim belt and the real belt.
So it's okay. Then it's technically a defense. So then, speaking from history, it's not on Cain's side. And when you're looking at the knee injury and the long layoff, it's very questionable. But I look at Condit. He just came back from this. I don't know if it's the same knee injury, but a pretty significant knee injury, out for like a year. Came back. Didn't even look like he missed a beat.
Nope. Looks solid.
Yes. And now you've got Cain again, who's training with fucking DC, light heavyweight title holder. Luke Rockhold, soon to be middleweight title holder.
No way.
Possibly.
Maybe.
And then I mean, the knee is still a question mark in my book, but I'm going to say, I'm sure he's not training like fucking crazy anymore. I'm sure he did the rehab. He took the time. And when you look at Cain in Mexico, like, how can he lose? Like, he's going to absorb the energy of Mexico. The challenge will be, I think the Mexican crowd loves Werdum just as much as they love
Why is
Cain. Because he speaks fluent Spanish, and you saw that the last time he fought there.
Okay.
So it may be a split crowd. It may go 50-50.
Wow.
So we'll see how that
They'll
goes.
be like, fuck you, Brown Pride. You from California, you poser.
Do you even speak the language?
Yes. You're not even from this fucking town.
No mames way.
What's that
So,
mean?
I don't know. It's all nasty stuff in Spanish.
Okay.
But,
I know, chinga tu madre.
Yeah,
That's what I
fuck
know.
your mother. Chingo de cerveza.
Uh,
A lot of fucking beer. Anyways.
okay, so you're taking, wait, what'd you say?
I don't know yet. I'm thinking that cardio advantage is a motherfucker.
Can he still have the cardio advantage now?
He should.
Is he on the EPO?
He might be. How does a heavyweight have cardio like a 170er?
He's Mexican.
I'm just saying. It doesn't matter.
They have
doesn't
cardio
matter.
forever.
I guess.
They don't get knocked out. They just go, go, go.
They're tough as shit, but
Yes.
I could see him pushing the pace on Werdum and just melting him, and I think that's the only way he beats him. But you look at both these guys, it's Cain's strength plays into Werdum's strength. If he gets the takedown, you put Werdum on his back, and that's probably where he's the best at, is off his back.
Dangerous.
But we've seen it where the guy on top that's a good wrestler can negate the jiu-jitsu. I think it was Tim Kennedy on Roger Gracie.
Yep.
It just like owned him for multiple rounds, and I think it was another conditioning type of scenario where the guy on top has good wrestling, good submission defense. He can take care of the good jiu-jitsu guy that's on his back.
Yeah.
The question is striking, because I do think Werdum's striking is better than Cain's for
It seems
sure.
like he's gotten pretty crisp with it.
Yeah, his Muay Thai and even in the clinch, if I'm Cain, I think I want to get Werdum up against the cage and just make it a grueling, like carry my weight kind of shit.
Randy Couture style?
Maybe for the first couple rounds, not shoot the takedown, but just kind of wear him out on the feet. And then like 3, 4, and 5, I'm just going to take you down and maul you.
Werdum's got a pretty good guillotine, though, too. So you got to watch that shit.
Well, the heart says Werdum. The head says Velasquez. So I'm going with Velasquez.
All right.
The
Fair enough.
controversial split decision
Who's
win.
the favorite? Do you know?
No. I should start pulling those up. I was going to do that. I forgot to bring up I want to know
Where
like
do you
the
even find
betting
this information?
one of them betting websites.
It's illegal in the U.S.
Yeah, it's DraftKings.
Oh,
They don't do. I don't think they do individual fights though. You gotta do a whole fucking fantasy thing.
I see.
Magic 8 Ball. Reply is hazy. Try again.
Does not know.
It's giving me a lot of fucking flack right now. Magic 8 Ball is taking Cain Velasquez.
Okay. Very nice.
Moving right along.
Ask does nuts.
The nuts. Stephanie Vasquez Morales.
Right.
Is Dan Henderson's right hand made of the same stuff as Thor's hammer?
Yes. You might be. That's a good
It
point.
could
Don't
be.
you have Thor's hammer?
I just bought Thor's hammer. Well, I bought like a 3-pound mini sledgehammer
Why?
that's upstairs. So I got to do some automotive work
Okay.
and or smash some fucking skulls in.
Alrighty then.
Now I got to change. It's a rear oxygen sensor on my mom's car. And they said more than likely this fucker is just rusted in.
So you gotta sledge it.
You put a wrench on. It's behind the Cadillac converter, so you gotta get under, put a wrench on that fucker, and then hit it with the 3-pound sledgehammer to loosen that
Do they
bitch
make
up.
a 6-pound sledgehammer?
Maybe.
20 pound?
Sure. Well, I think the
50?
big one's 15, but
Oh Jesus.
you can't manhandle. You need to 2-hand that.
Yeah,
fucker.
yeah.
So yes, it's made of some durable shit.
Nice.
Aurelius Goldie Massoy says, Matt, can you do an impersonation of Ben Rothwell's post-fight cage interview? The laughing? Sure. This will not be edited and or any effects put on it.
Nice. That was
Whatever
good.
that move is. I don't know, the man's semi-off center.
A little bit.
Semi-off center. Justin Dr. Bound Carter, which is a better fight, Gilbert versus Eddie or Cain versus Werdum?
Oh, Gilbert Eddie, I think, for sure.
Yes, I'll agree with that.
Maybe not. I don't know.
And follow up, do you think there will ever be a BBC to the face knockout in MMA, and who will deliver it?
A BBC to the face?
Yes, KO.
No. Kimbo Slice, Ken Shamrock.
Yes, it's right around the corner. I think it was June 19th or
Coming
so.
up soon. Like,
I'm ready
couple
for that.
Right.
He's only 52. Who gives a shit? That's a fun fight and one I want to watch.
yes.
Last question. What is the most blasphemous thing you've heard said in MMA this year?
The most blasphemous thing? I would say that drug testing the fighters 5 times potentially a year is pretty blasphemous.
Or that you can't have any sponsors except for Reebok, and
There's
you're not
another
going to
one.
get paid. And if we put
Yes.
another sponsor on your shorts, you're not going to get paid for it, and you're just going to take it and
Yes.
take it because you're a fucking fighter. You don't deserve the money. We're the UFC. We're the best organization in the world. We're better than the NFL, the NBC, the whatever, the Olympics. We don't even care. USADA. Drug testing.
Yes.
Moving right along. Knowledge. So, I got some knowledge. What was all this Caitlyn Jenner hate that was being generated? Didn't she just win an award? She was a hero or something? Like
Well, yeah.
ESPN?
Something. I think she won multiple awards, maybe. I don't know. For courage. Whatever. There's
Go ahead.
it's a lot of shit like lately on Facebook goes around, things that have bothered me.
Yes.
One of them is like every time somebody is like displays somebody that says something about the courage of Caitlyn Jenner or whatever person in the last whatever, and then some jackass posts like pictures of like World War II or whatever, people fighting in wars. Okay, you don't have to be courageous and shoot other people and die in wars. That is definitely courageous, but there are different types of courage. There's people who are sick who go to who fight every day, children who have cancer who fight. There's moms who take care, or dads who take care of children by themselves, who have courage. It's not, I think that's bullshit. So yes, she has won some sort of award and people are out there saying how courageous she is. Did you watch the interview with Barbara
No.
Walters?
No.
I did, and I found it extremely interesting. So, and I was a little bit confused with pictures because I wasn't sure, like I'm like, this is strange. I'm feeling tingly, but it's like it's a man.
Like, you're pretty hot for like a
I'm like,
65-year-old
I'm confused.
woman.
What am I supposed to do? I'm not sure what. Down, boy, stop it! Like, what are you doing? Quiet.
This is not
Does
right.
this mean I'm gay? I'm not sure. Like,
Just like, curl up, fetal position.
I don't know what's
Fetal
going on.
position will solve all.
So, what was your point, though?
Oh, anyway, I didn't know that Shaq was the captain of Team Fruity. That's where I was going.
What? Is this for real?
Yes,
No
I was
way.
at the store the other day. This was my box of Fruity Pebbles.
You can still buy Fruity
Gluten free,
Pebbles?
motherfucker.
I've never had.
I was
Fruity
at Sam's
Pebbles
Club. It was
in like 20 years.
$3.49 for a double big box of Fruity Pebbles. So I had to buy both of them.
You had some of those last night, didn't
No,
you?
I'd already eaten those.
Okay.
Didn't make it to last
Okay.
night.
Fruity Pebbles are good. You know, dude, the old school cereal was the best. The new school cereal kind of sucks now. You know, like Cap Chocula. You got like, never had that?
No, I always liked the Captain Crunch Berries.
Oh, those were good too.
Just eat
Hell
the
yeah.
berries.
Corn Pops.
Yes.
Corn Pops, right?
Yeah.
Is that what they're called?
Golden
Gotta have
Grams.
your Pops. Golden Grams.
Old school
Sounds
cereals.
good, man. Old school. My piece of knowledge actually is I just started longboarding. My son, I bought him a longboard.
Did you skull fuck yourself today?
I did.
What happened?
So we've been doing this the last 2 days. So yesterday was really good. I had a good time. We boarded like a couple hours. Like we even went to the ice cream store and boarded there. It was like real cool. We have helmets, whatever. I thought that was enough.
Do you have like the spike?
No,
Like a fucking
no. I
war
just got
hero?
a skate helmet or whatever. So I thought that was plenty, and I didn't really fall. I almost fell a couple times, whatever. But today, motherfucker, I don't know. I was cruising around my neighborhood, and there was like a small rock. It wasn't even very big. Somehow I hit this the right way, and the thing just stopped dead as and I go launching off, and I brained myself on the concrete. If I didn't have a helmet, I would have been fucked. And you know, I messed my elbow up, my knee, everything hurts, and I would say that I ordered some knee pads and elbow pads and knee pads for both of us now because
that's a
I'm
good
like,
move. That's a good move.
like I feel kind of dorky like getting that, but I'm like, you know what? I think I would.
No.
Safety first, right?
Yes. When you get to a certain point, you got to be smart.
Yeah.
And when you have kids, that's the point to be smart because you got to make sure you're protected in case you go down.
Yeah, of course. But it's a hell of fun, man. It's like a 44-inch thing. I never tried it before. I used to snowboard when I was younger, and it feels a lot like that. Like you just cruising around.
Idea.
Huh?
Getting an idea.
What's that?
We're gonna have your wife drive a car. You're gonna put all the gear on, and you're gonna drive, and we're gonna get you a water ski pull line behind the vehicle.
Okay.
And she's gonna drive you. You're gonna have your diamond MMA cup on.
I knew it.
And she's gonna launch you, and I'm just gonna stand there with my fucking size 13 boot
Boom!
up, and you're gonna ram into that fucker full speed. And we're gonna see who's still standing.
You're probably
near you.
Oh my god! Yeah, my balls will explode, and your ACL.
I'm willing to take the
shred
chance.
Everything.
I'm willing to
It'll be
take it.
done. I'll have like an ice pack.
We're gonna blow them both out.
Yeah.
That'd be great. Or I'll get some sort of knee brace so I can just lock in. And
There you go. Lock in. You ever place your?
I'll just come running
fake
the other
leg.
way. I'll run into it. Maybe run.
Boom. Oh man, that's funny. You should try this. I think you dig it. It's lots of fun. So I guess there's a crazy new world. I never knew about longboarding. Knew about skateboarding.
It's all about the longboard.
Yes, sir.
Do you use a stick?
No, but you can get one. So you could do like if you're like, what do you call that, paddleboarding?
Yes.
You can get a land stick for
See?
it. So you can. That's a good idea too. I never thought about that.
Maybe you need a sail. Fucking.
I thought about my dog. Like maybe once I get a little better.
Oh,
I
hell
could have
yeah,
her
they
pull me
love
on
that
fucking
shit.
thing. Like once I know I feel stable and safe.
Yeah. That's what I do with mine. I
your
do it on the
rollerblades?
rollerblades.
Yeah.
I used to do that.
You
Let her
feel
pull
pretty
me.
safe on your blades? You wear padding when you blade?
Well,
He's like, fuck that. That's for
well, I
pussies.
would just wear the hand
Oh, the
one.
wrist.
She yanked me once.
Did she?
Yeah. But I had the hand thing, so you can just go.
I wonder if I should get those too for this card.
That was the most important thing for me because I figured whichever way I go down, as long as I can get the hands out,
You're good?
Yep.
Yeah. I think the jiu-jitsu helped because I did tumble, but I think because I'm from like the judo, I fell the right way. I think, but
someone trying to judo you down.
yeah, but that shit fucking hurt. Like,
Yeah, there's no getting around it. You fall on cement.
Oh.
Not feel nice.
Yeah. My son was like, "Are you okay, Dad?" And I'm like, "That, like that fucking hurt. Don't say it out loud."
Just say it. Who cares? He needs to learn these
He was.
things.
I could see it in his eyes. He had fear in his eyes. He never saw his dad spill like that. It's like, oh my God, my dad's dead.
Yeah. It'll all work out.
Yeah. Well, I figure you only live once, right? All my
Yeah,
neighbors
fuck
think
it.
I'm crazy.
Fuck
like
them.
3 people have stopped me.
Do it with your kettlebell.
They're like, you've learned how to do this? I'm like, yeah, I'm just like snowboarding. They're like, you're brave. I'm like, dude, it's a fucking skateboard.
You should be doing that up and down your block with the kettlebell, like just design exercise.
Like, or just do it naked, or just in Speedos.
Yes, just a Speedo. Like, what is this guy
Flexing.
And get like one of those crazy on-it bells. It's like a goddamn werewolf or something.
Put it around my neck.
Yeah, it's like a chain and shit. Right. Like Rampage. It's all workout.
Yes.
Fucking Rampage. I'll save that for next week.
Yes.
Rampage.
Go watch Game of Thrones, motherfuckers.
Yeah, finally. I've been waiting. The last show was the fucking show I've been waiting for all season, where I'm actually excited to see the next one.
It's going to be awesome.
People are dying. That's all I'm saying.
That's the best part about TV.
All right, that's it. Shut
That's been
down.
this week's edition of MMANUTS. My name's Gilbert.
Meg Rivet. Thanks for playing.